Okay, 7th and 8th grade, how are you guys doing? It's Mr. Pedigo, and today's Thursday. We're kind of following up our conversation on culture and how culture is expressed and how people learn about culture through technology and advancements in society. We talked about yesterday how new cultures were being expressed through music, and the reason they were being able to be expressed through music was because of radio, and radio was a very new thing back then. We take that stuff for granted nowadays because we have cell phones and television and all that sort of stuff. But imagine a world where you don't have a TV in your house and you don't even have radio, right? You are very, in a way, disconnected from a lot of different people in the United States, and let alone in the world at large, right? So that's a pretty big deal. People express their culture through music, through art, etc. And they also express it through writing. And that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about how people express their opinions and their culture, their background, their ideas, their thoughts, their beliefs, etc. through writing. And we're talking about the lost generation and a group of writers who were sort of giving a commentary, making some criticisms of how the state of the world, the state of America, how America was behaving, how Americans were behaving to other Americans. And this is very important even to this day because we got to be thinking, how do we fit into society and our culture? What do we think about our society and culture and the world at large, and how cultures clash with one another, or how people clash with one another? What are our thoughts on it? And it's cool because, there's a really important author mentioned in the text, Langston Hughes, who gives a unique perspective on what it was like to be an African American during the 1920s, what it was like to be an African American in America. That's a unique perspective. And, this is relevant to us because we constantly need to be reflecting on our lives and ourselves and think about what's it mean to be a Catholic middle schooler in 2020 in the midst of a global pandemic. You need to understand and think about your role in life and how you can make society better, make things better in the world, make yourself better, and have a positive effect. Correct things in the world that are not positive. And I wanted to read to you guys a poem by Langston Hughes that is not in your textbook, but it's brief, and I'll try to maybe abridge it a bit. It's called "Let America Be America Again." And I think that's a very clever and very thought-provoking title. Let America be America again. What's that mean? Well, let's see if we can kind of deduce a meaning from this, okay? Let America be America again. Let it be the dream it used to be. Let it be the pioneer on the plain, seeking a home where he himself is free. America was never America to me. That part was in parentheses. Let America be the dream the dreamers dreamed. Let it be that great, strong land of love, where never kings connive nor tyrants scheme, that any man be crushed by one above. It was never America to me. Oh, let my land be a land where liberty is crowned with no false patriotic wreath, but opportunity is real and life is free. Equality is the air we breathe. In parentheses, there's never been equality for me, nor freedom in this homeland of the free. I'll stop there. But what's Langston Hughes saying as an African American poet in America in the 1920s? I think that we could get from that bit of the poem that he feels, America symbolizes all these things: freedom, opportunity, wealth, liberty, etc., patriotism. But that was never the case for Langston Hughes, because he was an African American and was not treated equally, even post-Civil War, even in a land that is saying that everybody has equal opportunity, right? So he's criticizing America and what it was like in his personal experience during the time and his cultural experience. And that's insightful for us that he's, he's thinking about how he fits into the world he's in. How he's thinking about, what it means to be an American, what it means to be an African American, what it means to be a human being. These are the great questions that we as philosophers have to encounter, and we can express our opinions on those things through music and through writing like Langston Hughes. And I think it's really important for us to be very self-aware in studying history, especially this part of history, and to reflect on how this relates to our own lives and what lessons we can learn from it. So yeah, Langston Hughes, the Harlem Renaissance, the lost generation, thinking about culture, how your culture fits into American culture. We all have little subgroups, and we all have different ways of doing things. There's Catholic culture might be different from the culture of people who are Protestants, but we're all under the umbrella of American culture, and that's a very big umbrella. So we need to really think about what it means to be an American, what it means to be a human being, what it means to be you. You don't want to mess that up. Talk to you soon.